Autimatic might be the most underrated CSGO player in North America.
On Skadoodle watching long, Autimatic, he's like, hey, I saw what you did last round. I want to do the same thing. Autimatic now wants the ace. It's Kimon, who's now watching through the window. And Jesus Christ, Autimatic just gives him a haircut.
He's got the results, the stats, and the skills to be considered one of the best players in the world.
Cloud9 answering back twice as hard, taking down Belt, Autimatic with the kill, and just like that, Cloud9 in a 1 versus 4. Taco can't do anything, the pandemonium is 16 rounds, and Cloud9 are in the grand finals of a major tournament.
I mean, it's still technically the weaker side to go to, though. Snappy.
Oh, what? Oh, the spin from Autimatic, a huge kill.
I think they saw him as kind of like the Swiss Army knife, where he was going to plug all the holes, all the gaps that they were missing as a team already.
But despite being one of the hardest working pros in the game, somehow Autimatic lost everything and was forced to leave the game he loved behind.
It's just, Tim's just lacking some game knowledge a little bit. Just a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit. Oh no.
Now, after a year of struggling, Autimatic is back, looking for glory once more. And those who didn't give him the chance he deserved might live to regret it.
Going to be jumping up, showing his little head. There's one, he does find it, and now they start to cross into his crosshair. Autimatic with a second, and he's going to light up another round for us with this orb. He's on a third. There's just no stopping him.
No, not at this point. Leash can't even do it with his own AWP, and that's a round for Autimatic for himself.
Alright folks, before we get into the video, I just want to remind you all to please sub to the channel and turn on notifications if you haven't done it yet, because it really does help. We are super close to 2 million subs, and you could be the one who gets us there. Now, Autimatic started his CS career at a very young age. By the time he was 15, he was competing in ESEA events for Counter-Strike Source. And once CSGO came out, Autimatic worked his way through the NA scene, crossing paths with players like Semphis, Hiko, and many more.
And I mean, the question is, why do you even walk at that point? Because it's going to be obvious that you're coming. It's more about when you get inside the site. Does put the smoke out. Nothing can't find it so far. Nothing can't find it so far. This is a full 10-second defuse, and nothing thinks he's off it. Autimatic is about to get a ninja, or is the knife gonna get him? He does. Unfreaking believable.
Eventually, Autimatic made it to the big leagues. He was signed by TSM and earned a top 4 finish at ECS Season 1.
Crowd again will do dirty work, but it is Autimatic, and now Autimatic again.
More importantly though, Tim's performance made other orgs take notice. He was a hard worker and his skill was undeniable. And Autimatic's years of hard work finally paid off when he was recruited by Stewie2K to join the team that would change his life.
Well, you can see all the flashbangs as well connecting in the round. Man, Autimatic with 3 kills.
What?
Looking for a fourth, he's picked it up. He's gonna get Autimatic with a beautiful pistol ace.
Autimatic's time on Cloud9 started off red hot. He carried the team to victory against one of the best teams in the world at ESL Pro League Season 4 and was named MVP for his performance.
In a 1 versus 1, and he's got no idea where Autimatic is. He's rotated all the way to long. And Coull might get caught. He's looking down toward the door. He's in the open. It's Autimatic to give Cloud9 Season 4.
The only bigger rise than Stewie is perhaps Autimatic. Like, where did this guy come from? Because he's been in the scene for 2 years, I'd say, and he's been like a kind of like a journeyman role player on a couple different rosters. And then all of a sudden he comes on this team and we see this superstar potential. Like, we always saw the skill, but we figured after 2 years of seeing him in these teams, you kind of knew what you were going to get. And I think he's shocked everyone. I mean, everyone, no one expected this kind of a level from him.
Over the next year, C9 built a reputation as a team that demanded respect. Sure, they were never the best team in the world, but with win after win, they were building a fan base.
It is going to be Autimatic taking point. Will he find a shot? There's the peek, and there's the shot to open it up. Simple has gone in again.
So we're in a 1v1 potentially to decide the tournament. Keep. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cloud9 that take it in map number 2.
And as a only man to trade, but it's not enough. It's a double orb up for Renegades, and Skadoodle, he'll make it work. Nifty dead as well, and that's it. Cloud9, ladies and gentlemen, will be your victors here at the iBuy Power Masters 2017.
And sure, during 2017, no one could deny that it was the Stewie show. He was an all-star talent and earned MVP at both events C9 won that year. But meanwhile, Autimatic was proving himself as one of the most consistent players out there. With some of the best ADR and KPR stats on the team, Autimatic showed up when it mattered most.
Unlike with other players, he doesn't seem like a star player, but if you look at the statistics, it shows he is.
Over toward B, 2 out toward, oh, Autimatic!
What?
I was gonna say out toward Catwalk, and Autimatic finds it third!
Does SK have full control? Or do they? Or do they? Oh my goodness, Autimatic, 4 HP. Finds 2 kills. It's all for naught, perhaps, or is it? Because Skadoodle's actually gone on undetected. They put so much effort into finding the Deagle. Oh my god, Autimatic!
Autimatic as a UMP, how much can you really get out of this position? If you're Autimatic, he sees the shadow. That advantage is very helpful. Another one from Autimatic. Unbelievable stuff there. Going with the AK pickup for another one. 3rd kill coming in, and he's looking to basically win the round by himself. Out he goes, perfect flash, perfect finish. Autimatic saves the day.
But in 2018, everything changed for Autimatic. Heading into the Boston Major, Cloud9 were certified underdogs. But they went on to have one of the most incredible tournament runs in esports history.
Patiently, as Cloud9 sets the push up. Oh, it's happened! They made it work! Cloud9 are your E-League Major champions!
Everything came together for Cloud9 in Boston. Every player had moments of brilliance. Tarik gave a standout performance and became the tournament's MVP, but he wasn't in a league of his own. Statistically speaking, Autimatic wasn't far behind.
Oh, Autimatic. From top mid, shuts down Kenny, and now he's got Apex pushing. There's another one! A second for Autimatic, and Stewie's gonna make his move now. Trying to take advantage of the rotation, and that shot just nearly misses.
Something needs to change here. Playing very carefully. MBK, very aggressive. This is good news for G2, but Autimatic again. It's going to be a peek out of the open. He sees it. Autimatic gets the triple kill, saves the round, and resets SK Gaming. And Autimatic putting a lot of pressure on here in the middle. He's going to get one kill. A headshot. The delayed grenade there, but it's too late. Stewie picking it up.
That tournament run propelled every player on the team to stardom. But it's hard to overstate just how important Autimatic was to C9's success in Boston. You see, Autimatic is what you'd call a high-impact player. Wherever you needed him most, Autimatic was there, getting critical opening kills or even clutching out maps. But just as Autimatic reached the peak of the CS world, everything collapsed.
Shortly after the major, Stu ended up leaving and joining MIBR, and then a few months later, Tarik ended up leaving and joining MIBR, and then Tyler ended up retiring, and then it was just me, Rush, and Valens. And yeah, for the last 1.5 years, we've been trying to rebuild and get back to that level, and it's been really tough.
Eventually, all that was left of the roster was Rush and Autimatic. C9 tried experimenting with non-NA talent, but nothing worked. For the next year, C9 bombed out of almost every big tournament. However, despite all that, Autimatic was popping off. In fact, he might have been playing some of the best CS of his career.
It sort of feels like that could be happening. Autimatic, oh, that's a beautiful shot. Second headshot, one more coming in, taking down Kerrigan. On point right now with the Desert Eagle. With the Deagle to take down Autoquester, and then, oh my god, Autimatic. So, flashes as well, Autimatic tries to hold it, he will, successfully. And the Trace bolts all the way to the ground, but then snaps on, finds Coull, he's looking for an ace, and Autimatic's got all 5.
The bomb is planted, 1 HP on Autimatic, that smoke could save it. The AK, Autimatic has the headshot potential. The smoke could not only save him, but give him an escape, and Taco's aware of it. It could be back-to-back halves in which SK steal back round 2. He's giving a lot of time away to Autimatic, who's staying in the smoke. That's quite good!
Throughout 2018, Autimatic picked up the highest rating on his team at 9 separate events, as well as 4 EVP awards and the 17th spot on HLTV's top 20 list. He was the only player from the major winning C9 roster to make that list. By 2019, people felt kind of bad for Autimatic. He was clearly an incredible player, and the community respected his dedication, loyalty, and commitment to making C9 competitive, but at some point, he just had to put himself first.
It definitely doesn't feel the same anymore for me, and I feel like it's time for me to have a change in my life, and I just wanted to thank all the fans for supporting me throughout all these years.
And in December, those fans finally got their wish. Autimatic left C9 to join Gen G.
14 Liquid and Stewie lands an incredible shot there onto the player getting out of apps. It's all left onto Autimatic.
Oh, okay
then.
then.
With a Nitro and Stewie. Autimatic down to the 1v1. Just twist left to beat. He taps the bomb, baits the peak, and Autimatic with 3.
He's going to be jumping up, showing his little head. There's one, he does find it, and now they start to cross into his crosshair. Autimatic with a second, and he's going to light up another round for us with this orb. He's on a third. There's just no stopping him.
No, not at this point. Niche can't even do it with his own AWP, and that's a round for Autimatic.
This second map has not made sense from the beginning of the round, and now it's Autimatic and Surge just trading op frags back and forth. Yeah, he's on for it. He should have never gotten some of these kills, but Autimatic, Timothy Tatas takes all 5.
But Autimatic's stint with Gen G didn't last. The team fell off a cliff when COVID hit, sending CSGO into an online era and Gen G into irrelevance. Everyone assumed Autimatic would just sign with a new team, but he never did. And you're probably asking yourself, if Autimatic was still putting up numbers, why were tier 1 orgs just not interested in him? Why were they passing up a major winning top 20 player? You see, around this time, NACS as a whole was dying. Teams that didn't already move to Europe for access to better online tournaments and practice opponents soon would. Later, the majority of NA orgs pulled out of CS altogether, leaving Tim without a lot of options. But it wasn't just Autimatic. There were plenty of pros in the same situation. And for many who couldn't find a new team to join in Counter-Strike, there was only one option left: Valorant.
But when you're entering in this game, there's so much, and you don't have as many flashes to work with, and there's a lot of counterplay, so you got to be aware of all that. So it's kind of hard. You have to have your routes and your roles really well thought out, I think.
Autimatic held out longer than most, but the writing was on the wall. His longtime mentor Dazed convinced him to give Valorant a shot, and eventually he made the switch. In February 2021, Autimatic joined Skadoodle on T1's Valorant roster. Unfortunately, the transition wasn't exactly smooth.
I feel like this game is hard as It's not killing people, it's actually killing all these random objects in the game. Like killing drones, killing Roombas, killing darts, dodging Sova ults, dodging Raze ults. It's like the hardest.
Tim simply didn't look comfortable in Valorant. He tried his best to embrace it and grind it away on stream, but it just never took.
It's Skadoodle, he falls. Last one's Autimatic, but he's found himself a double. 1v2 now. Still needs to get the defuse, moving quickly. Tries to toggle with the snake point, comes over the top, and Psalms again for the final kill. And Sentinels move on. T1 eliminated from stage 2 of the VCT.
It didn't help that T1 was a disaster. They didn't make it to a single LAN event all year, and by August, there were no major tournaments left for them to compete in. Tim seemed done with all of it.
For a while, I wasn't planning on switching to Valorant, but then the head coach of T1, David, he asked me if I wanted to play for him, and I've worked with him for a long time, so I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And then here we are, losing 2 qualifiers.
Tim just didn't look happy playing Valorant. And why would he? Think about it. Tim had to leave the game he loved for what he must have felt like was a knockoff, and he still ended up playing with a team that couldn't perform. Time and time again, he made it clear just how much he missed CS.
I mean, not saying that I don't like Valorant, but CS is just home, you know?
Luckily for Autimatic and his fans, the stars eventually aligned. CS made its way out of the online era, and a lot of teams started to shuffle their rosters a bit to challenge the new gods of the game. Viewership crept back up, and all of a sudden, CS was more popular than ever, which meant that NA orgs had budgets to go start signing players again. So finally, after over a year of what many felt like was a waste of his potential, Autimatic dumped Valorant and returned to CSGO, this time to play for Evil Geniuses alongside his former teammates Stewie and Rush.
Got a player deep long A, but everybody's just so kerneled like this. A push out both sides, Autimatic, 3 frags on the anti-eco.
Now, to be fair, EG aren't exactly dominating at the level you'd expect given their pedigree, but it's still really early for this roster. And there's a lot more Counter-Strike to play these days than there was in the last few years. But for now, Autimatic is back playing the game he loves, and he's made it clear that he's ready to make it work.
So it could be kind of intimidating, I think, to come back, and it didn't look like he was intimidated, so that's a really great sign. I messaged him after the game, I said, "You're back," and he said, "Not yet."
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring the notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit us up on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.